Yeah. Alright. See if this is gonna work. Alright, been a while since I actually played this. I downloaded this 3.5 yesterday. I have not tried it on a PU yesterday. I just spent time setting up key bindings and redoing voice attack. So I'm just going to do something simple here.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
C8. We're on this side. You will notice that RTTS now works with Vorpex. I can't see it, but it is on the display, or it should be. You may notice that my frame rates are limited to 45. That's because I'm using a Oculus Rift ASW to make sure I can hold 90 frames per second, which I cannot do in VR, but I can do on a flat screen, just a regular monitor. But running it in 3D does take a lot out of your system, and I can only carry about 55 or 60. And 55 or 60 in VR is not a pleasant experience. But with ASW, my that 45 frames per second in the game actually translates to 90 in your HMD. Okay, start up.
Acknowledged.
There it goes.
Aegis Combat Assist activated. Systems green.
Takeoff.
Ascending to 30 meters. Retracting modules. Handing you the comm.
Close comms.
Comm link closed.
Retracted.
Star map.
Activating now.
We're just gonna make a short little run here, I guess. I'm not gonna get carried away with this. Not sure that it will not crash. I do need to do something about these markers so we can read them. Okay, let's see. So there it is, Benson. Come on now. Don't believe it. All right. I guess it was working. I just didn't see the lines. Huh. Close star map. Close star map.
Affirmative.
Okay, throttle's definitely different. I used to use it. I use dual joysticks, and I used to use it on my X-axis on my second stick, but it no longer works. Well, it does work. It's inverted. No way to switch it back. Spool. Spool.
Affirmative.
So I put it on a Z rotation on the second joystick. Still getting used to it. Jump. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum travel initiated.
It does seem to work good enough. Might have the mic just a little bit too far away here. I can't see it, so I have to live with it. RTL easy enough. No crash.
Quantum travel complete.
Let's find out where we're going here. Is that it? That's it. Spool.
Affirmative.
Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum travel initiated.
I think the head tracking works better than 3.5. Some people don't like coming in this close to the ground. I don't see where it's that close. Works just fine for me.
Quantum travel complete.
Cruise control. And we'll just climb all
Affirmative.
in. Change view.
Acknowledged.
View 1. View 1. Damn it. View 4. Come on, acknowledge. View 4. Change view.
As you wish.
Change view.
Acknowledged.
View 4. View 4. Damn, it was working. View 1. View 1.
As you wish.
Change view.
As you wish.
Oh, it did come in there. View 4. Change view.
Change camera.
Change view.
Acknowledged.
View 4.
As you wish.
Change view.
Change camera.
There it went. Okay. Change view.
Change camera.
Still not quite perfect, but will work. Just for landing. Like to see what I'm doing. I like to see the ground. Okay. Unfortunately, we're in the dark, so you can't see how pretty the ground is. Yeah, I do think head tracking is working a lot better in 3.5 than it did 3.4. Yeah, the thrust is a little different, forward, back, thrust throttles. It's definitely different with this flight model. It's going to take some getting used to, but I wish I could put it on my X or Y axis, but I can't because it's inverted. And forward is backwards and backwards is forward. And there is a toggle to reverse your strafe. The trouble is you got to hold it down. It's not a toggle, it's a hold button. And I just don't like the idea of having to remember to hold a button to be able to use it, especially if you're going to do any dog fighting or anything. So I switched it to the Z-axis, the rotation on the Z-axis, and it works just fine. Right twist is forward thrust.
Hydrogen fuel at 75%.
Left twist is reverse thrust. You have a cruise control now. I don't know if the throttles on your joysticks or your HOTAS will work properly. I think they'll be reversed too if you use them, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Once again, you'd have to hold down the button to invert. Keep it held. It's not a toggle. Don't know. Obviously, nobody at SIG uses the joysticks, or they wouldn't have let that get by. It's not a real big deal for me because, like I say, I just switch it to the Z-axis. Just a matter of getting used to it. You do not have absolute throttle, so you cannot set it and forget it. It'll zero automatically, but they give us cruise control, so That works near enough. We're getting close to the ground here. Cruise control. Cruise control. Turn on.
Affirmative.
Range.
Collecting data.
Find out where we're at here. This is probably it over here. Yes, it is. See, I'm trying to get it forward thrust by advancing my left stick, and it's not working because I haven't quite got used to it. Landing mode.
Landing gear deployed.
There is also no speed limiter now on your landing gear down. You have to watch it yourself. Don't think that you can only go 50 kilometers per second or whatever it is. It will take off and do a whole bunch. I have to remember where this is. Like I say, it's been a long time since I've been here. We're right over here to the right. Yep. The colors seem to be more vivid now. That just may be me. Landing's a little bit touchier. Change view.
Change camera.
Something you should be aware of. Because you can slam them real easy now. And we're on the ground. Change view. Change view.
Change camera.
Shields offline.
And we'll get some bounce here when we turn it off, I notice. I think they messed with the gravity again. Alright. And I don't know that if I remember what to buy here, and even if I do, I don't remember. I don't know if it'll be any good at all because I have didn't check it. Some people claim it's not as much frame rates, but I haven't noticed it. Seems to be just fine. I don't even know if the terminals are working in 3.5. I guess we'll find out here. Alright, we want to buy. Select location. We got one. What was it? Was it fluorine? Or hydrogen? I think it was fluorine, so that's what we're going to pick. If I fuck up, we just fuck up. Like I say, I'm doing all this on memory. I haven't played in months and months. This wasn't worth playing 3.4 to me. And to see what these builds have, there's really no prolonging gameplay. Nothing's persistent. I notice when you're on a planet or after you land the ship after flying it, you notice my thrusters are going, and I definitely powered off the ship. So I don't know if that's a bug, that's a feature, or what it is. But the ship is powered down and the thrusters are station holding, so it's probably just something they haven't looked into yet. I guess we could go back here and check, see if we have cargo. I don't know if they made that so we can see it now. I think that was working in 3.4. Come on, how close do I gotta get? Doesn't show we got cargo. Nope. So obviously, I don't know. Don't know if that's an oversight or what. Let's go in and check, see if it says it's got cargo in it. I don't know if we can check that in our mobile glass. We might be able to. But I'm pretty sure just by looking at the terminal it'll tell us what our load is. If it said 0, we didn't get a buy, did we? Just remember 3.4, the cargo showing up inside the ships. That doesn't mean... It says it has 8 SCU in it, so we're loaded. Just not showing up as visual. Not a biggie. But you're aware of it. You know, we just can't go and look. Close comms. Close comms.
Comlink closed.
Alright, so we're loaded up. We'll see if we can't waste the money. Crash before we get there or something. Alright, start up. Start up.
Acknowledged.
Definitely going to have to
Aegis combat assist activated.
pick up or how close the
Systems
mic
green.
is. Take off.
Launch
Ascending.
complete. Landing gear rejected.
Cruise control. Star map.
Activating now.
Alright, we want to go down here to not name that. Cellar, I believe it is. And do I remember? Gee, you can't read nothing. Terra Mills. No. Can't read nothing. Terra Mills. Trail Myers. Just can't read them. Yeah, they just... Trem Myers was... How about Hicks? I think maybe Hicks is the place. Close star map.
Affirmative.
Say it'd be better if you could see them easier. Spool.
Affirmative.
Spool.
Affirmative.
Why are you taking it? Spool. Spool.
Affirmative.
There it goes. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
They cleaned up the quantum travel a lot. I don't know nothing about the heat issues yet, but notice they cleaned up the rest of it. Spool.
Affirmative.
Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum travel initiated.
altitude.
Quantum travel complete.
Range.
Collecting data.
Spool.
Affirmative.
Spool.
Affirmative.
Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum travel initiated.
Say, I read people complain about
Quantum
coming
travel
in
complete.
to the planets on quantum travel. I actually think the new system's better. I don't know, just a little I've used it. Seems a lot more intuitive. Would be nice if we get a daylight point, huh? Guess not. Just all in the dark. Some things never change. I'm always in the dark. Yeah, I definitely think the head cracking is a lot smoother. I don't know. So obviously mouse movement's smoother. Hurry up and get there. Range.
Collecting data.
Keep an eye on your altitude when you're doing this. You don't want to wind up on the ground before you want to get there. I am doing this in coupled mode, although uncoupled mode is fun, depending on what you're doing. You have to be more aware because and it's tougher to land in uncoupled mode because you really don't have the zero throttle stop. Somebody taking off from there, looks like. About 5 clicks out. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Landing mode.
Initializing landing procedures.
Landing gear deployed.
God, it's been so long, I'm not sure I remember what building it is. So we may have to search a little bit. Did they change lights? Landing lights. Yeah, they probably changed the key rating on them. Actually, I think it's doesn't really matter. We can walk around. I think it's that one on the left, right, upper left. Change view.
Affirmative.
Nose down a little bit. Change view.
Acknowledged.
On here. Change view.
As you wish.
That's what I thought. What the hell? Change view.
Change camera.
Weapon systems
I
offline.
don't know what went on there. Okay, something's working not fishy here. Head tracking is not gonna work here. The hell's the deal? Huh. Something's not working right. Don't know what it is. Bugs, bugs, bugs. Okay. I know I'm going to take a guess. I think it's this one over here, but I don't know. If I'm wrong, we'll just go back the other one. It's one of these circling around this thing. How about that? I was right. Well, if we have the right commodity. How about this? Well, made about 92 credits. Didn't get rich on that one, did we? I say I have no idea what this. I have not done any research trying to find out what the buy and sells are. It says we have 8 SCU in the cargo holds, so we're going to believe them. Oops. Comms keep coming up by themselves nowadays, even after you turn them off. Close comms.
Comms closed.
Close comms.
Comlink closed.
Well, here we go. For a little jaunt. Startup.
Acknowledged.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Takeoff.
Takeoff.
Launch complete. Low power to engines. Landing gear retracted. Low power to shields.
So what's that about? Range? Range?
Collecting data.
Looking for Tram and Myers. There it is. Cruise control. Cruise control. Come on. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Okay. Better not get too close to the ground here. And remember, altitude gives you sea level, so you can have a negative rating. But there ain't no sea level. No longer fuel gauge. We're no longer making fuel. I noticed that. We're down to 50%. I take it that is my fuel gauge on the right now. Coming over low rise. That was supposed to be a mechanic where ships do quit making fuel. So we haven't gone real far. Of course, I didn't fill it up when I went out and played with it earlier, or yesterday, whatever. So remember, when you're at night, you see we're not all that far off the ground. It's kind of hard to judge in the dark. Keep an eye on it. And I could scroll up the safety on the run a little faster, but I'm just not in a hurry. Oops, we need to bring those down that far.
Displayed.
HUD ladder is more accurate than 3.5. And the recommended top thrust is not your normal top speed. It's where you have the most maneuverability, I guess. If you're on a curve, the more thrust you have, the less maneuverable you are. I could crank it up just by, if you notice the left side of the ladder, you can see that I can change what's up, what's down. It's a limiter. The higher you go past the recommended, the faster the motor will overheat. Now I haven't played with it enough to know how much I can get out of this ship without worrying about it. I can probably crank it up to 240, 250, no problem, but just be less maneuverable. Cruise control. Cruise control. Landing mode.
Lowering landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
I haven't streamed in a long while, so I really doubt a whole lot of people are going to be watching or will watch this, so it's really not important to me. I do it for fun, the occasional chat. Bastard. Change view.
As you wish.
Change view.
Affirmative.
Shields.
Now I set up my change views for different views. You can do the same thing, just well, I guess it's not easy. It's pretty easy to do once you know how to do it. You have save views that you can automatically go to without trying to adjust the damn things every time. And looks like we made about 850 or credits or so. I guess that ain't too bad. Now I could take a load back to Laranite. Now this is where I'll get into trouble because this is where it'll crash. We're going back to Alsar. But what the hell? And I really shouldn't buy the whole load, but I really don't care if it crashes. They're going to patch it. So, just the way it is. If they got a memory leak, I'm fucked. That's all there is to it. Close comms.
Comms closed.
Close comms.
Comms closed.
Well, I have to keep telling you twice when you're acknowledging. I'm not reading them. I don't care what they say. They're a little hard to read. The text is not great in your HMD. You can read them. It's just not optimal. Take off. Startup. Startup. Startup.
Acknowledged.
Aegis Combat Assist activated.
Take off.
Systems green.
Ascending to 30 meters. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Landing gear retracted.
Cruise control. Cruise control. Definitely got to adjust that. Star map. Star map.
Activating now.
And we'll go back to Alsar and sell that and call it quits. Close star map.
Affirmative.
And we no longer have to clear atmosphere to jump. That's kind of nice. Spool.
Affirmative.
Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum travel initiated.
And I know nothing about the overheat issue yet, so until I make a long jump, I'm not going to worry about it. But so far, I like the new quantum travel. Seems they cleaned it up a lot a bit. A lot less shit.
Quantum travel complete.
Cruise control. Cruise control. Cruise control. Turn off.
Affirmative.
No idea why we're in gimbal mode. That's what the ring is, telling us we're in auto gimbals. I'm not gonna worry about it because I ain't pulling the triggers. Ain't got anybody targeted. Landing mode.
Deploying gear.
Mobile glass.
Landing gear deployed.
Over here to comms, contacts, get landing clearance.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Close mobile glass.
Acknowledged.
Alright. Auto land.
Automated landing enabled.
Use it if you got it. Change view.
As you wish.
There you have it. Change view.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Change view.
Change camera.
Weapon systems offline.
Huh. There it goes. Yeah, we'll go in here and sell this, hopefully. So, not a very big cargo ship. Just some light trading. You're not gonna get rich in a Titan, but you can make a little bit of money. If you're patient and the game don't crash. Does it really matter? It's not persistent unless you just want to buy things to try them out. Then it matters. But I reckon they'll have a patch here pretty close, quickly, for something or other, and it's going to get wiped pretty soon. Okay, we want to sell. So today in that little run we made what? 1547. So that's not going to get you rich, but it is just an 8 SCU ship. And there you have it. Ran pretty good. No complaints at all. So we're going to call it quits here. I have some Assassin's Creed Odyssey I want to play. Oh my goodness. Thanks for watching if you did.